So the Lakers need help right now, or at least they need a direction going forward. So that's why I'm going to be doing an LA Lakers 2023 as of now revamp. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? Yeah, like I said, we're doing a Lakers rebuild, and the reason I said for now is because this might not be the Lakers team that we see going into next year. Maybe there's a Kyrie trade, maybe there's a Buddy Hield or an Eric Gordon trade. And yeah, we're gonna try to help fix the Lakers, but not maybe totally gut them long term, because that's a big thing with the Lakers at the moment. Yes, they could maybe make a trade for Kyrie, they could make a trade for some other players, but do they want to give up their 2025, 2026, 7, 2029 first round picks? I think there might be another swap in there. I'm not too sure, from the Pelicans or maybe another team, when like LeBron could easily leave next year. He's got 1 year left on his deal. If he doesn't sign an extension by the start of the season, that's going to be what's kind of glaring over the whole year, that LeBron could leave technically if he thinks, okay, this Lakers team is just going sideways and I have very few limited years as a top 2 player on a championship team. I'm going elsewhere. Maybe AD doesn't stay healthy, who's 29. He's in the midst of his prime right now. And yeah, the whole RUSS saga is going on. So I don't know. I think we're going to start the season with RUSS, because I don't know any way that, like, I mean, maybe the Pacers would take on RUSS, buy him out for a Buddy Hield swap. But I mean, can they even take on $47 million? Like, if we went to the Pacers and we're like, yeah, come and give me Buddy Hield, I don't even know how much, like, we can even get out of here. Like, we'd have to take Daniel Tice. We'd have to give up a cheap player, which is fine. I don't want to give up Austin Reeves. I guess we'll do Wendy and Gabriel. So we can technically do this. I mean, do I gut this team and give up this first round pick as well? No. I don't want to do that. Is it worth giving up 1 first round pick to get Buddy Hield? And then who is my point guard? I don't even know. It would be technically Kendrick Nunn by default. I mean, another trade I'd rather do is call up the Utah Jazz and see what the price tag is for Mike Conley as well as Malik Beasley. Jazz would require $1 million more than allowed. So that's where it gets, okay, so we could do something like this. I mean, is there a counter? I would give up that Pelicans first if they accepted this, because then I think we have a good, like, backcourt right there. We could figure out the small forward, Lonnie Walker, and then we have LeBron, or LeBron could be the small forward, and then we have AD and Thomas Bryant in the front court. Would they accept that? They say no. All right, instead of Malik Beasley, what about if we did Bojan Bogdanovic? And then we can maybe include, like, I would throw in Austin Reeves if this got it done. And I will give you 2 seconds. And I'll give you 3 seconds. Okay, what about if we made this pick in 2025 top 3 protected? Does that convince you to do this trade? Wow, okay. I thought maybe we could do this. Okay, boom. We had to give up a lot of seconds, and I know I said I didn't want to gut the future. And you know what? That pick is top, like, it's a protection. But it's not like I traded for any long-term talent. Like, Conley's 35. Bojan Bogdanovic is 33 and a free agent at the end of this year. But I think this puts us in our best possible scenario to winning a championship. So Bojan is going to be the power forward. It'll be Conley and Walker in the backcourt. You know what? As much as I like AD at the 5, we're going to put him at the 4. We'll have Bojan, Stanley Johnson, Kendrick Nunn, THT, Troy Brown off the bench. You know what? I'm not done yet. I want to see if I could still snag Buddy Hield for, like, I don't know, the swap. It would have to be like Taylor Horton-Tucker and Kendrick Nunn, who I don't want to trade. Like, could this $12 million get me somebody that makes sense? You know what? I found a trade I don't mind. I mean, like, the Hawks, I don't know if they would do this. I mean, like, ultimately, this is actually a pretty good trade for us. Wow, what were the stats Bojan or Bogdan put up in game 1 or something? Wait, did I simulate a game? I don't know, but it is 22-23 on that. We could do this trade, but it really kind of got to me at center. I think I'm going to do this trade. Ooh, we can get Patrick Beverley. That's not a terrible idea, but we could have made that trade a little bit bigger. I'm going to get Terrence Davis from the Kings. It makes sense because they got Malik Monk. They got Kevin Huerter in the offseason. They don't really need Terrence Davis too much, and I'm hoping he can be a nice 3-and-D piece for us in this game. And we get Alex Len, who's an upgrade over Damian Jones. I did kind of gut our second-round picks, so I apologize for that. I didn't really want to move Stanley Johnson. I mean, theoretically, I can get Derek White, but why would they trade him? Why would the Clippers trade Kennard? Like, I gotta figure out who would take on THT. I feel like the Kings would maybe take a flyer. Would the Hawks take on THT? Just to get up Bogdanovic? Probably not. So I think I'm gonna keep circling back to this trade for Davis and Len. So those are gonna be probably my final moves for this year, no Kyrie included. So we're gonna give 32 minutes to Conley, about 28 to Walker, 35 to these guys, 28 to Bryant. Let's do 26 to Bojan. We'll do 20 to Nunn. I don't really want to play Troy Brown, but I might have to. We're going to go 15 there. And yeah, instead of playing Troy Brown, we're going to give Damian Jones about, what, 15 minutes as well? Just to be the, oh, whoa. Yeah, Toscano, who I actually liked for the Lakers. I like that signing. Forgot we just made the trade for Terrence Davis. I was like, well, our bench isn't good. So I'm going to go about 16 minutes to Alex Len, something like that. And then let's give about 20 minutes to Terrence Davis. And I think we can rock and roll with this team. There might be a world where I should probably start Davis over Lonnie Walker. So I'm going to go like 24 to Walker, 24 to Davis, and start Davis. System proficiency is 3.5 stars under Darvin Ham. So yeah, let's get the season rolling, and I'm hoping for the best. Okay, so we ended the season as the 5th seed in the Western Conference, and then like basically after I made the Jazz trade, like they could have bought out and they would have bought out Russell Westbrook. I know he would never want to play for them with his history with that city, and I think like the Lakers, if they were like, yeah, there's a trade, and if you watch my second channel where I made that 3-team idea, that would send Russ to the Jazz. There would have to be like mutual agreements from Utah, from the Lakers, from Russ. If that deal was made, Russ would get immediately bought out and he could pick any team, which I think is actually, like, yes, he technically has to get traded to Utah. He never really has to talk to anybody in person. He could just be over the phone with their owner. Maybe he just talks to Dwayne Wade and goes, yep, let's do a buyout. X amount I'll give you, or whatever, or they don't do any money. And then Russ is basically a free agent, which maybe is the best option for Russ at this point. So yeah, basically we were the 5th seed this year, which I'm really happy with, because in a loaded Western Conference with this roster, which isn't great, I'm a fan of that. So LeBron is All-NBA second team. He's far away from the high 20s a game, but 27-6, still not too bad. Do we get AD anywhere? We do get him on all defensive second team. AD is just not great in 2K. He really isn't. I don't know. Do we think about an AD trade? But shout out to Matisse and Mitchell Robinson getting all defensive first team. We're taking on Minnesota in round 1. D'Lo going up against his former team. I hate when you control the Lakers and you look at other teams' lineups. It's so bright. You can't even see the names of, like, the team. But, yeah, for the playoffs, we will have to kind of mess with the rotation a little bit. I think Alex Len, 15's fine. Nunn. He was actually pretty good, Kendrick Nunn. I can keep giving him 20. Bojan shot well from 3. How was Lonnie Walker? Lonnie Walker wasn't too bad. I don't know if Lonnie Walker's on a multi-year deal. So I think I might just go one more minute to AD and hope for the best. Mike Conley, 11 points, 5 assists, 39 from the field. Okay, at least he was solid from 3 and from the line, but that's not a great season. Terrence Davis, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 41, 31, 85 splits. We saw LeBron and AD. Thomas Bryant was actually pretty good, but he should not be taking any threes. So before the playoff starts, I'm going to make sure Thomas Bryant doesn't shoot any threes. Yeah, let's lower that. And AD, honestly, that's what hurts his field goal percentage as well, his 3-pointers. So our front court is just not going to shoot. And if I move AD to a power forward, I do want to see if he goes up in overall. He doesn't change, so we'll just move him there for now. All right, game 1, do I have to make adjustments? Okay, we get blown out. Anthony Edwards drops a 58 piece. Are you kidding me? Okay, LeBron with the 26, 80 with the 22, 7 and 5. Conley with the 12 and a 5. Not great. Are we going to go down 2-0? Okay, no, maybe I don't need to make any changes right away. I mean, we get blown out in game 1, barely win in game 2, but hey, splitting it in Minnesota is pretty good. I think it might come to an AD trade. But hey, we're up 2-1. We win by 12. Okay, LeBron, 36-6. AD is averaging 18 and 7 in the playoffs. What is this guy? Okay, we're up 3-1 though. He puts up 22, 6 and 5. Conley with 19 and 9. LeBron 6 for 14. But hey, a dub is a dub. And let's see who wins game 5. It is them. Okay, just don't blow this. Anthony Edwards has a 58-point game and a 51-point game in this series. And we blew the 3-1 lead. Okay, well, I got too hyped too soon, as we are going to a game 7 on the road. We have a solid first quarter, but I have no hope in us winning this game. We're going to blow the 3-1 lead. This Lakers team is lucky to be here. Reverse psychology, man. It always works in 2K. It really does. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, we're going to win, we never do. Kendrick Nunn, 19 points. You know, he's been solid for us. Terrence Davis with a 15-piece. There's LeBron, 33, 8 and 7 in that game 7. Let's go. Now we're taking on the 8-seeded Mavericks, who upsetted the 1-seeded Warriors in a rematch from this past year's conference finals. Their team doesn't look too much different. All right, so let's see. Can we maybe pull off the upset? Well, this wouldn't be an upset. We're technically the favorites. We lose by 1 point at home. Oh, that hurts. 80, give me like a 40-piece in this series. All right, we do win game 2 by 3. 80 with 24, 10, and 8. Let's see, who wins game 3? We do drop it. Oh my God, by 4 in overtime. Luka with 43, 11, and 17. LeBron had a great game. So did Mike Conley. How is Mike Conley averaging just 2 points behind Anthony Davis? As we do tie it up 2-2, we win by 3 points. Luka with a 40 and 20 game. and a triple-double in that. A 40, 20, and 11. That's insane. 80 with 24 and 11. LeBron with a triple-double. Come on, you got your triple-double in Luka. We have ours in LeBron. We take a 3-2 lead. Let's go. We win by 19. LeBron with 29. 80 with 18, 7, and 8. Conley with 17 and 8. Here we go. Game 6. We win, and we're in the conference finals. We win by 1. Oh, my goodness. We had a lot of close wins. Lost by 1. Won by 3. Lost by 4. We had a couple close L's, too. Won by 3. Blew them out. 1 by 1. And then Mike Conley, 26 points in that game 6. 80 with 26 and 10. LeBron flirted with a triple-double once again on the Pels. So we're just going up against like 2K's best players, like Anthony Edwards. Not one of 2K's best players, but he played like it against us, averaged 33 in that series. Then we went up against Luka Doncic, who averaged 39, 11, and 12 basically. And then now we have Zion Williamson in the conference finals. It looks like they didn't make any trade deadline moves too much. How was Dyson Daniels doing his rookie year? Not great his rookie year, but he's playing well in the playoffs. All right, game 1, we end up losing by 13. Zion with 35, 9, and 7. There's Ingram. Okay, we've lost game 1s before, as we do win game 2 by 9. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Not a great game here by Bojan. How has he been in the playoffs? You know what? Like, I'm probably getting his last good year in 2K. I'm fine with it. Game 3, we do end up winning by 17, and it will all be worth it if we can go to the finals. As we're up 3-1, let's go. We win by 12. LeBron with 24, 8, and 6. He's averaging 24, 9, and 8 in the playoffs with a 61% true shooting percentage. AD's getting those points up. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Mike Conley shooting the ball at an elite level in the playoffs. Such an improvement over regular season. And we do win in 5. We end up winning by 6. And, yeah, AD dropped 24. Kendrick Nunn, 22 points in 20 minutes. He's actually been really good for us. Like, if I need to make an adjustment, it's to get him more minutes. So we're taking on this team of the Hornets. I might actually start, like, deleting Miles Bridges out of these rosters. I don't even know what's going to go on with him. I know his trials in, like, the beginning of August, but yeah, I'd rather just not talking about it. But we do start off 1-1. I feel like that's been every series for us so far. Mike Conley getting 25 shots. Why? All right, game 3, I didn't even realize, like, this is the Mitch Kupchak series here. Former GM of the Lakers, current GM of the Hornets. Game 3, we do lose. How are the Hornets even in the finals right now? It's kind of crazy. We're down 2-1, but we do tie it up 2-2. 80 with 33 in that game. Game 5, we go down 3-2. Okay, here it is. Game 6 of the 2023 NBA Finals. Can we force a Game 7? Not off to a good start at all. We really need to come back in the second half after we're kind of getting blown out. Yeah, not looking great, but the comeback. Oh my god, we outscored them by 19, holy shit. In game 6, LeBron with a 31, 9, and 8 piece, 80 with 25 and 10, and we force a game 7. Okay, so for the finals, I don't know if this is a dumb idea, but I gotta give like AD and LeBron like 40 minutes. Len's gonna get like 13. Walker, I really never said his name, but I mean, Canada 3 to save his life. We got 6 more minutes. We're gonna give LeBron 40. I want to give AD probably 38. Yeah, we could do something like that. We'll do 39 to AD. Here we go. Game 7 of the finals. I will hop in if it's close. I mean, some people or somebody mentioned that I don't really hop in anymore, and I really don't. But I should definitely start hopping back into games. We're down by double digits. Oh, we're down by 25. Damn it. I guess I overplayed them. I don't know. AD's having a great game. So is LeBron. Damn. Really? We're not even going to put up a fight in Game 7? Little comeback. Just a little one. All right. Well, we end up losing by 21, and which possibly was our best chance at winning the finals this year. And LaMelo is your finals MVP. All right. It is what it is. Oh, my goodness. And LeBron retires. Okay. Well, this... Oh, shit. I'm not going to override it because this happens sometimes. And it happens when I'm controlling him. So next year, we're without LeBron James. Now, we could think about an AD trade. We don't have our first round pick, so I don't really want to suck. I'm not trying to tank because we don't really have draft capital. Pelicans have our pick at 20. We get the Pelicans pick, I believe, at 22. Yeah, not too bad. We're going to keep Darvin Ham as our head coach. He did a great job for us this year. Yep, the only player on our roster right now is Anthony Davis. Nobody would even field offers, but if we look at our future draft picks, we have 22 this year. We don't have a 2024. Our 2025 pick is like top 10 protected. Yeah, I can't tank. I can. Now, we will have some cap space for free agency, so we'll maybe try to build this team around Anthony Davis. We also have pick 22. Where was Max Christie in this? Did I just not use him? We should have Max Christie. Cam Whitmore is here. Okay, Derek Lively. Jaime Jaquez out of UCLA. Who do I want to take here? I mean, we could look to trade the pick if it has good value to it. If some team will offer me a player, Furkan. I'd rather take a rookie. Duncan Robinson, Sky Clark, Rashawn Holmes. Do need a center. I don't want to pay $12 million for Rashawn Holmes right now with our like we have obvious holes, and getting Rashawn Holmes probably isn't the greatest idea. I'm gonna take Cam Whitmore. There's a chance he gets traded. I could also go Derek Lively as well, but I'm gonna take Whitmore for now. Yeah, like where is Max Christie in here? Mike Conley has a team option. We're gonna decline it. Damian Jones opts in, but we could look to bring back Conley. But 25 mil, no, I gotta spend that money elsewhere here. So like right now under contract, we have AD, Damian Jones, and Cam Whitmore. Okay, I guess I got schemed out of, what's his name? Max Christie. All right, before I look to do anything, let's see who's in free agency. So, it's not great. Kyrie is somebody I should probably target. That's the most I can give him. Player option, no trade cost. We try to get Kyrie to LA with AD. I think we can get Kyrie immediately. So let's see. I would renounce the rights on Conley. That's a massive upgrade. Okay, so we do get Kyrie to LA. We're going to renounce the rights on... Oh, even with Conley, we can't do that? What? I wanted to keep Davis and Nunn open. And Walker? Okay, there we go. So let's do that. Let's get Kyrie under our team. So, yeah, I know. Team building, right? And I literally have half our salary committed to 2 players. All right, still we can sign Terrence Davis back, which I will, but not yet. If we go to affordable players, we could still bring back Conley. Okay, no, we do have a little bit of cap space. So I kind of want to go out and get Cam Reddish, but he's going to want a little bit of money. We could get Otto Porter. Let's wait a couple days. Like, let's just simulate a couple days. Terrence Davis isn't like the must need to come back. So let's just simulate a couple days here. Day 6. Anybody getting cheaper? Any rights getting re-announced? So Conley's got 6 offers. I mean, we have Kyrie. I wouldn't mind finding a way to get Kendrick Nunn back. So we could also go after Gary Trent and Kyrie in the backcourt. What's his perimeter D? It's a B-. I mean, Davis and Walker are probably better fits. So could I sign... Reddish wants that much money. Could I sign Oubre? Do you think Oubre would be a good fit? I mean, I probably need a good defender. Dylan Brooks would be honestly a really good fit. So say we try to sign Dylan Brooks and then keep... and then I think we could still keep Terrence Davis. So our bench is not going to be great. But let's see. Can I land Dylan Brooks? That would be huge. Now, of course, he has 9 offers. Okay, we have the best offer by far. Please take this Dylan Brooks. Okay, we should be able to get him. And boom. Can we keep Terrence Davis? I think we can. And can we sign Terrence Davis? Let's go. Okay, let's get Terrence Davis under a 3-year deal. And boom, we get him back. So we need some centers. Let's go after... Who's got the best inside D? Cousins, he's going to regress. All these guys are going to regress, man. I mean, we have Damian Jones. All right, let's bring in Nerlens Noel just because he's 29. He shouldn't regress. I do need a backup point guard. We can't afford Kendrick Nunn, unfortunately. So let's bring in Emmanuel Mudiay. Yeah, remember him? Just because Bledsoe and Campazzo are going to regress. I mean, we could bring in Gabe Vincent, who has a good 3-point shot as well. So let's sign those guys. Free agency is done. Well, shit. I don't know if this team's going to be good next year. I'm hoping Cameron Whitmore can be solid. All right, so the lineup actually doesn't look too bad, but the bench doesn't look great. I need Whitmore, who's going to be the 6th man. Damian Jones is going to play about 15 minutes a night. We're going to go 25 to Noel. Whitmore's going to get like 23. I think I'd rather play Vincent over Mudiay, but then who gets that last spot? I mean, I only have 9 guys that I wanted to bring in. I don't really love anybody else here. So yeah, Mudiay, you're going to get about 10 minutes. About 18 to Vincent, probably 20 to Jones, 23 to Whitmore, 25 there. We'll go 35 to AD, I mean, for the regular season. Dylan Brooks, we're going to do 35 as well. Terrence Davis is probably going to get 33, 37 to Kyrie, and we'll just do 29 to Noel. Yeah, 3.5-star balance. This team looks interesting. Like, we brought Kyrie to LA with AD. We got Dylan Brooks, who's going to be a great 3-and-D guy for us. Terrence Davis is solid for now. He could get traded, but yeah, I don't know if we're going to go back to the finals. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, so this team I put together is the 10th seed. Now, this might have just been a bridged year. Just like a little setback because we have to improve the bench, and maybe Whitmore will be a nice trade asset, or maybe we'll have some more draft picks to trade. Yeah, it would have been nice if we had our 2024 pick. Now, they might technically have it, but you know what? I'm not sure. Cam Whitmore wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. I probably should have moved him, but I don't have many other options. So we technically could make the playoffs still. We are in the playing tournament. Forgot about that. Kyrie and AD were great. Like, AD was pretty solid for us. I mean, the true shooting, though, 54%. That's not very good. Kyrie was still elite. He's 32, though. Dylan Brooks, I mean, the efficiency could have been a whole lot better. Terrence Davis's efficiency could have been better. Yeah, I'm not really getting a lot out of Gabe Vincent and Noel and Moutier and Jones. Noel's down 3 overalls. I guess for the playoffs, we'll go like 15 to Vincent, 15 to Jones. We got about 8 minutes left. Let's go 39 to AD, or we could do 40 to each of them. Like, we're going to have to do that. Taking on Phoenix here in the play-in. We have to win this and win another play-in game just to be the 8th seed. We have a good first half. And we blew it in the second. Are we gonna come on? We don't have our draft pick. Yes, let's go. Like, I want to win. We don't have our pick, so like this is just the for the Pelicans here. We have a good first quarter against the Thunder. Not a great second quarter. That happened last game as well. Solid third quarter. And we end up losing by 4. All right. I mean, it is what it is. We were just getting one take. Hopefully, it was like we were so close. We had to take just a little step back. I mean, this is a pretty big step back just to take a bigger step forward. A rematch from the 2022 finals. Celtics, Warriors, and the Celtics win this time around. All right. Not a lot going on there with the retirements. Who gets our pick this year? It is the Pelicans at 12. All right. So let's move along this phase. The Hornets have like the Nuggets pick with the number 1 there. We're going to keep Ham still. I mean, he brought us to the finals just last year. So do we want to make any trades? I think I want to keep Brooks, but I wouldn't mind a Terrence Davis idea. I mean, him and Whitmore. Yeah, really not seeing too much, but I would look to move just Davis alone for the 7th pick. It's not terrible. We could bring back Kendrick Nunn, but I would want like somebody else in return. And like, we can't afford Derek White. Can we afford that other player? No, we can't afford any of these guys. Great. Would you give me 30 and Nunn for Davis? I get a good backup point guard, and I get the 30th pick that I can move. Yeah, you know, we'll do that. I'm going to draft a player, but I'll probably trade that player. So we drafted a man by the name of Blake Blackman, and then let's just see if I can move Blackman for anything, who is a first-round pick. So Eric Pascal, I really don't want to include first-round picks in this trades. It's looking like they will have to be included. Like Cody Martin. I could salvage Cody Martin. Really don't have seconds to give up. Okay, I can literally offer 1 second, but I don't want to give up any picks. But all these, I mean, I can move him for an Atlanta first, package that Atlanta first. Like, can we just do him for Pascal, please? I mean, what's this trade? Is it a swap? Worst with Bucks, swap best with Lakers. No, we're getting, or yeah, we're getting the worst end of the stick here. Yeah, so I really can't get any players unless I'm throwing in draft picks right now, sadly. So free agents, we have none. Now, our exception. We could go after Alec Burks. We could bring back Lonnie Walker, who didn't play at all last year. Wow. We could bring in Buddy Hield. We could bring in Naw. Any good small forwards there? Not really. We could bring in Dinwiddie. I do need a center as well. Is it worth paying Isaiah Roby? He's not much of a rebounder. You know what? We do have $10 million. Holy cap, in cap space. With that Davis trade, really? Huh. Okay. So say I brought in Isaiah Roby. Unless there's a power forward, I make 80 to 4. No. We'll bring in Isaiah Roby on a 2-year deal with about $8.5 million. Please just accept the steal on day 1. Thank you. We can also afford Alec Burks, but he's 33. I'm just scared he's going to regress, you know. Buddy Hield, Luke Kennard. You know what? Let's bring in Hield, Burks, Bogey. Do I bring in Hield or Kennard? You know what? We'll bring in Kennard because I can get him for about $5 million. And could I still have a little bit of money left over? Perfect. Jetty Osman. I mean, LeBron's not here, but he is friends with LeBron. So let's try Jetty. 2-year deal. And then I'm going to try to move that Blackburn guy for another center. Because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I can move Blackman, not Blackburn, for a backup center, I'm golden. All right, I know I'm swapping picks right here, but we're going to move Blackman for Walker Kessler. I'm getting that Minnesota pick. I'm giving them my 2028. I know, I don't want to give up picks, but it's my only resort. All right, this team's not great, but I think it's better than last year. All right, so looking at the squad, it's going to be Kyrie, Kennard, Brooks, Davis, Roby, with Nunn, Whitmore, Jetty, and then Kessler off the bench. So that is good with me. Kessler, you can get about 17. We'll do about 17 Jetty. Osman. We'll do 25 to Nunn, 23 to Whitmore. About 30 to Roby, 35 AD. 32 to Brooks, 26 Kennard, 35 Kyrie. That's good with me. All right, so me thinking we were going to be better this year just wasn't true. We were the 10th seed in the Western Conference. Hey, we still could make the playoffs as a play-in team. But I guess just like the ages of Kyrie and AD are catching up to us. Like, that's basically what it's become. Dylan Brooks was maybe not who I wanted him to be when I signed him. Roby was actually better with rebounds this year, but can't really hit a shot either. All right, Denver in round 1. This is going to be tough. Murray, Christian Brown, Chimo Kiki, Turner, Jokic. I mean, let's just simulate the game. Okay, we win it. We blow them out. All right, that gives me a little bit of confidence. Come on. We're going up against Portland. Did they watch the Portland rebuild? They're cursed. That was really risky by me just simulating the game, but I'm going to watch this in Simcast, and we're going to lose. Come on. Why couldn't it even be a close one? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're going to do one more year, but I might just completely blow up this team. Like, just trade Kyrie, trade AD. I just have to do something to do, like, to win it in the final year. That pick we traded back in year 1 ends up being the 12th pick. Well, I was hoping to be good by now. I think we're going to fire Darvin Ham after 2 losing seasons. We're going to try to snag Ty Lue just because he has good ratings. If not, could we snag Steve Kerr on the open market? Nope. What about Mike Budenholzer? That would be pretty sick. If we can't get Budenholzer, not Lucas. Jeez, I don't really know. Ime Udoka, I guess, would be the next option. So we get Budenholzer. Let's go. All right, so if I were to move AD or Kyrie is a no-trade clause, but I could trade him theoretically. Jeremy Grant. Bam Adebayo is not a bad idea. De'Aaron Fox, that's also not a bad idea. Okay, so we can stick with the good young... Ooh, Devin Booker. I'd have to throw in Isaiah Roby, though. I mean, that really shouldn't be the reason. But I just need all the bench spots I can get. Like, if we called you up, Phoenix, and we said Kyrie Irving for Devin Booker, what? Why wouldn't you do that? I will throw you, I don't know, the 23rd pick in the draft. Really? I'll give you a first. It's the last year. Reggie Sullivan. Alright, we're going to do this trade. Kyrie Irving for Tyrese Maxey. Yeah, that's what 2025 will give you. And then we're going to move Anthony Davis for Bam Adebayo and a first-round pick. So those 2 first-round picks we're going to use alongside Dylan Brooks to get Jordan Poole. Pick up the options on Cam and Kessler. Do we have bird rights? We do. Wow, just no system fits at all. We could get Oladipo. I mean, looking at our team, we have 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. I mean, we do need a power forward. But first, I'm going to sign Kevon Mooney, or should I get... I don't really want Oladipo. I don't want Derek White. I will know. All right. I'm going to use my mid-level exception on Kevon Mooney. There we go. We're also going to be packaging Zadie Osman and Walker Kessler together to get Christian Brown and a first-round pick. We're going to be trading Isaiah Roby and those 2 first-round picks for Ty Washington in 1. We're going to move Luke Kennard for Zach Collins. And I have to sign 1 player in free agency, and that's going to be, whoa, I can get Kendrick Nunn back on the team. Let's go. Yeah, so for the final year, I just kind of blew up the team completely because I don't want to be the 10th seed. This Lakers rebuild is tough when you're trying to do it realistically. At least I was for the first, till LeBron retired, so for the first year. Yeah, this is the team. I don't know. Maybe just getting Maxey and Bam wasn't great. And Jordan Poole, maybe I should have got Booker or somebody else. All right, for the final year, 2025-2026, could be Poole, Maxey, Whitmore, Collins, Bam, with Ty Mooney, Brown, Nunn off the bench. I'm not going to go with 10-man rotation, so we can go a couple more minutes to Bam. We can do a couple more to Whitmore. We can do like 1 more to Maxey, a couple more to Poole. So I'll see you guys at the end of the year. I don't know. Balance is 4 stars, so maybe we'll be pretty good. All right. We were the first seed in the Western Conference. Let's go. We were 61-21. All I had to do was make this a fantasy style rebuild. You know what? I actually think I'm going to do an 82-0 rebuild soon. For, yeah, the now that the draft and free agency is over. Be on the lookout for maybe a community poll. I think I'm going to post that for my next rebuild. Just kind of came to me. Because, yeah, it's fun when you win. It is. And I'm going to try to do an 82-0 rebuild. So, yeah, shout out to Cam Whitmore. Like, we had 5 guys about 18 points and above. It's pretty good. We're taking on the Mavericks in round 1, and we are up 3-0. We sweep them. Come on, let's just keep this rolling. Oh, no, Phoenix, we're good. Don't lose to Portland. Of all teams, we lose to goddamn Portland. I don't know, Lakers fans. Tell me what you do down below. Next rebuild is going to be a fantasy one. I'm sick of losing. I'm sick of it.